Today we're going to cover Chapter 40, which is titled, Have Your Cake and Eat It Too, Increasing Payments. In previous chapters, we talked about the indexing concept. We also talked about how to create your own pension-like income. Well, all that is extremely powerful data, but what if we could bring it together? And what if, in addition to protecting your assets from market volatility and investment losses, in addition to providing guaranteed lifetime income, what if, just what if we could provide you the information that would allow you to potentially increase your income in the future? So not only guarantee your income for as long as you lived, but gave you the opportunity for increasing payments over your lifetime. That would be awesome. That's what we're going to talk about in this chapter. We've used a few different options for helping retirees and soon-to-be retirees to receive potential income increases in planning. The first is building in a guaranteed income increase that would happen at a specific time period in the future. This is straightforward and it's very easy to do with little planning. The goal is to establish an income amount currently that meets their needs and then establish an increase either in 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, 9 years, 10 years, whenever they want the increase to occur and based on how much money they want their income to increase by. And that can happen very easily. You build a plan that states, here's your income now, and here's what your income is guaranteed to increase by in the future, and that increase is guaranteed to last for as long as you live. There's a second way, and that's to build an automatic increase that would start immediately. So what happens is it's also straightforward. You set up an income amount, and then you base it that the income is going to be guaranteed to increase either every year, every 2 years, every 3 years, every 5 years, and that would happen for as long as they lived, and it usually increases by a certain percentage. Then there's a third way, and this is one of our favorites. We like to build in the opportunity for income increases in the future based on positive index credits to your account that will be based on basically market performance. So you don't receive stock market gains, but you do receive positive index credits, and every index credit increase increases your income in those years. So we're going to explain this detail. So we're going to explain this in more detail later in this chapter. But let's look at a hypothetical example to see how income increases would work. Let's say Mike and Barb, in this chapter, they're retired, they're both age 60. They have $500,000 they want to put into a plan of their $800,000 IRA. So we'll use $500,000 into a fixed index annuity with an income rider that provides them a joint guaranteed lifetime income. So their joint payments in this example are $20,000 per year. They want the option for income increases in the future, and let's say just in this hypothetical example, their income increases are limited up to a maximum of 3% per year. So they're going to receive $20,000 per year for as long as they live. If Mike passes away, Barb keeps getting the $20,000. If Barb passes away, Mike keeps getting the $20,000 for as long as they both live. Now here's the twist. In the years they received positive index crediting on their account, meaning their index went up and they received a portion of the index gain, their income payments will increase that year. And once their income payments increase, those income payment increases are guaranteed for as long as they live. So for example, let's say they started with $20,000 and then in 1 year they received a $1,000 gain. Oh, I can't say that then. So let's say they started with $20,000 of income, and then because of income increases, their So let's say they start with $20,000 of income, and then because of income increases, their new income is $21,000. That $21,000 now becomes their new guaranteed lifetime income. Their income can never go below that $21,000. So now let's expand our hypothetical example and see what could have happened from 1999 through 2013 using this information that no matter what happens, their income level is guaranteed for life, but their income can go up each year. The index goes up by a maximum of 3%. So if you read this chapter and go through the data and look at the graph, you're going to see that in 1999, their income started at $20,000. If the index went up by 19.53% that year, as the S&P 500 index did, they received a maximum 3% gain. So the next year, their guaranteed lifetime income increased to $20,600. Then if the S&P 500 dropped by 10% in 2000, their income stayed at $20,600. If in 2001 the index dropped by 13%, their income stayed at $20,600. Then in 2002, if the index dropped by 23%, their income stayed at $20,600. In 2003, the index went up by 26.3%. They got another 3% income bump. Their income went up to $21,218. And this went on and on and on, that by the end of 2013, their income increased for the start of 2014 all the way up to $26,878. So by the end of that 15-year time period, their income had increased from $20,000 up to $26,878. That's an awesome way to be able to receive potential income increases, and it's based on the index crediting to your account. So most people love the idea of receiving guaranteed lifetime income, pension-like income. But what they don't like is having their income locked in and not being able to have an opportunity to keep pace with inflation. What income increases do is potentially provide them that opportunity. So we hope understanding Chapter 40, having your cake and eating it too, increasing payments, provides you an insight on what you might do to enhance your own financial security.